All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Yeezy 700 V1 High Res Blue. Before we get into all that, please do me a huge favor by dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. And do not forget to hit that notification bell because I want you guys to get notified when I drop new videos, and I've got several coming up. So I always forget to mention the notification bell, so I know if I forgot, y'all probably forgot. So do me a favor and hit that bell too. For all my returning subscribers, thank each and every one of you for tuning in for yet another video. So let's go ahead and get started with the box. 700 V1 High Res Blue, 700 on top, boost on the side. It's the same as all the other ones. There's the size tag information for you, and I picked this up in a US men's size 9.5, and we'll talk about sizing a little bit later. So here we have it, guys. The Yeezy 700 V1 High Res Blue. Go ahead and drop your comments down below. I want to know what your first impressions are of the shoe, the colorway and all that. Let me know what you guys think. So I was kind of excited to get this one in hand. I know a lot of people are actually talking about this one as well on Yeezy Day. And when I first saw images of like this one in the high res red, when they first dropped, like, you know, early images and everything, I was a little bit more excited for this pair. Now blue is like my favorite color, so maybe that's why. And I think this is a pretty cool colorway because you don't see many blue Yeezys at all. And I was really just glad to get it in hand. I will be honest, when I opened it up, I kind of just like, this is one of those weird situations where I honestly felt like the images of the shoe looked a little bit better than what they do in hand. And I'm not saying I don't like the shoe because I do think it's a nice colorway, but I just feel like the blue might take a little bit getting used to. Because it's not your typical royal blue. I guess it's high res blue, right? So it just looks a little different than what, you know, your typical royal blue color or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and go over it. So obviously all over the shoe, you got that high res blue color there. You got that, you know, chunky midsole that you have there on all the 700 V1s. You've also got some, these are actually, I thought they were blue, but they look to be like lavender drips right here on the side. And those are 3M. You can see you got the blue leather right there around the eyelets of the actual shoe there. And you've got that mesh there with the 3M stripes behind it as well. So your typical 700 V1, you know, construction or makeup of the entire shoe, but just in high res blue. You got the mesh back there. I mentioned the blue midsole already. On the front, you've got these kind of red drips there, which I guess it adds a little bit of pop to the shoe. Kind of a random color there, but it is what it is. And you've got that black suede that kind of wraps around the front like you have on pretty much all of the 700 V1s. All right, now let's take a look at the toe box where things get a little bit interesting. So on the toe here, you've got this suede right here. You've got your mesh as you're doing all the V1s. Now the suede to me looks like a very, very light gray. There might be a hint of lavender in it, but it pretty much looks like a light gray to me. And then above that, you've got that mesh in royal blue here. And I think maybe I probably would have liked the royal blue color more than high res, but that's just my personal opinion. But on the sides, you've got that lavender there. I really do like that color. The mesh on the sides are in that lavender color, so I think that actually looks really nice. Moving up, you got that black stripe or strip there that comes on all of the V1s to hold your laces right there. You got the high res blue tongue, and you do have the infinity loop right here. The laces, I'm assuming they came with extra laces. I think they did, yep. Okay, so you got those here, as you do with most of these shoes that have infinity laces now, in the high res blue. Y'all know me, whenever I decide to wear these, this is gonna have to come out because I do not like the infinity lace. On some shoes it looks okay, but I'm just kind of over the whole infinity lace thing, but that's just me. Now, while we're talking about the tongue, one thing on this shoe I wanna mention, I'm gonna call it out. The tongue is not attached in this one. So yay, good job Adidas and Yeezy for that, because I mentioned the elastic band in the V1 analog video I just dropped. I feel like that band makes the shoe fit a little bit tighter, so I prefer the tongue that's not attached, kind of how they did with the Wave Runners on the first one, right? Okay, so taking a look at the midsole of the shoe there, sorry, midsole, medial side, it's the same thing, y'all. Just want to give y'all a once around the entire shoe. Okay, Now let's take a look at the heel there. It's just a lot of high-res blue all over this shoe. Get a look at the suede there. The suede looks a little bit darker. It's not darker, but I think it's just how that color looks on the suede. But you've got the 3M behind it as well, as you do with all your 700 V1s. Okay. Now, looking at the outsole. High-res blue outsole. You can see your boost peeking out there. You got the Adidas symbol on the heel, on the bottom of the sole. So there's that. All right. Now, as for the insole, let me see if I can take it out. Yeah. So high-res blue insole, pretty much high-res blue tech. Yeah, everything. You got the Adidas, well, Yeezy and the globe right there for the recycled materials. And on the other one, you've got Yeezy and the Adidas 3 stripes logo. So hopefully you can see that. If not, trust me, it's there. Now, that'll be about all, guys, for the 700 V1 high-res blue. So let's go ahead and we'll talk about my final thoughts on the shoe and everything before we get to the on feet. Okay, so for sizing. For sizing on these 700 V1s, I always recommend a half size up. I think, you know, you could go full size if you want it, but I don't recommend it because it's gonna be too much. Your heel's probably gonna be flopping in the shoe. But I have tried like a true to size 9 on these back when the Wave Runners first dropped, and it was just too tight. I'm talking about toe at the front of the shoe. So I don't suggest true to size. Half size up will give you just enough room to where you can wear the shoe comfortably pretty much all day and shouldn't have any issue. Now, is this being, you know, as far as it being a must pick up or anything, I'm gonna say no. I like the colorway, but like I feel like there are other Yeezy 700 V1 colorways that you could probably get that are a little bit better than this. But I do like the fact that it's like a blue Yeezy. Like I just like the addition of some different, you know, more vibrant colors. But every time I see this shoe, I can't help but think about, I think it was the carbon blue 700 V1 that dropped, and I passed on it. That is one of the very few shoes that have dropped and I kind of wish I would have picked up. Usually I don't really care, I just move on. But that colorway is fire. If I find a picture, I'll drop it up here somewhere. But I just can't help but mention it every time I see a blue Yeezy, especially this 700, it just comes back to my mind. But I do like the colorway overall. I just think that if you didn't get it for retail on Yeezy Day or whatnot, I'm not even sure what resale is going for, but I wouldn't pick it up for resale. That's just me personally. But if you really want the shoe, hey, go ahead and grab it. But yeah, that'll be about all, guys, for the Yeezy 700 V1 high-res blue. Do me a huge favor by dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel if you have not already. I really do appreciate all the support. Thank you again, and I will see you next time.